Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, everyone. Once more. Tuesday, London session. Let's see what we get. How's everyone doing? Good morning, Yap. You're always the first one. Taras, Anubis, Victor. How are you doing? Okay. Let's see what the market brings us today. Morning, Nate. All right. We're going to do the same thing we usually do. We're going to go from the higher time frame into the lower time frame, generate bias, generate context for the session, and see if we can get something. It was a shame that the trade yesterday that we took ended up being as a loss, sadly, but then I managed to catch along following the same bias. Whatever. Okay, let's start with the daily chart. Really interesting chart. And one of the things that we mentioned yesterday was this candle possibly creating a fair value gap on the daily, and we surely did. We have this daily imbalance here, and now we're moving lower. So I actually want to see price get into the daily fair value gap, and I think we're going to have a great reaction off of it to the upside. Again, we're like market is showing now, like after this big run that we had here of just daily upside candles. Good morning, Stelios. After a bunch of daily candles to the upside, we're now showing denser. Good morning. We're showing some sort of downside candles along the move to the upside. This might be a part of the exhaustion of this market, the upside move, and it might be showing some sort of weakness, but for now, as I said yesterday, I want to flow with the trend and look for higher prices unless we have a clear break of structure or clear sign in the higher time frame picture here on the daily that we want to go lower. So yeah, on the daily chart, the only thing that I can extract here, good morning, Lynn, is that we have this fair value gap here on the daily. So ultimately, what I would like to see is price get previous day low, tap into the fair value gap, and see if we get a reaction to go higher. I wouldn't be opposed to catch a short towards this and use this as a draw on liquidity, but since I'm remaining bullish, I really prefer to look for longs basically. 4 hour, nothing. We don't have fair value gaps. We just have this low here. That's previous day low. So again, I would like to see price going there. On the 1 hour, we do have, look, we are still inside this fair value gap here. We completely failed this one, but it seems that we're still holding on it. But we also have another fair value gap on the 1 hour here down below. So if we can like get a move here, pierce through the daily fair value gap and the hourly, I think we're going to be able to, at least on the lower time frame, to find something for a long trade. Again, my eyes remain in this low, previous day low. On the 15-minute chart, let me check because I want to see where is it? Session labels. I want to see where Asia is right there. It is true that we have some sort of smooth edges here. Like, I would call it a smooth edges, but there's liquidity over here. Like, there's liquidity here. There's liquidity at this high. There's liquidity. I mean, at this high, no, because we took them, but we have Asia high for today's index. So if we can manage to get the move lower and then move higher, my drop probably would be this high. Yesterday high, I think it is. No, it is Friday, Sunday high. How is it Sundays? Monday. Um, so yeah, that would be my draw for like the day, I guess, not the session, but the whole day. Um, and yeah, let me check for higher time frame fair value gaps here. Because as I was saying, I don't mind playing a short towards the daily gap or playing a long once we take the daily gap right here. Preferably, I would prefer to just go for the longs instead of catching short, but whatever. Uh, so far, the low, the structure for going lower, it's being respected, as we can see here. Jesus, I'm blind. And then we have this hourly fair value gap. So maybe if we go higher, to have the fair value gap to then continue lower, that would be also something interesting for me to take into consideration for sure. Uh, Mark this out as the hourly, and then also as the hourly, and then this one also as the hourly. Let's check real quick if we have 2 minutes. Let's check crude oil. We're not trading crude oil that much. I mean, not that much. We're not trading it at all, but something good. Like it's always good to check if we have any opportunities here. Daily chart. Looks bullish so far. The only way to this nothing too interesting so far on crude. I think it goes higher, but whatever. And then gold that seems to be going lower. Good morning, Andres. So for now, nothing on the other assets. I'm going to focus on NQ here. And see what 3 a.m. open gives us. Good morning, Caddis Peter. Good morning, good morning. How was yesterday for everyone, trading wise? New Year session was not like the best. Also, it was a bit hard to trade. Hello, hello, KV. This is Asia high. Not good. Yeah, it was hard. It was hard. Also, London was actually a bit tricky. I had my bias long. I mean, we had the bias long yesterday on stream, but it was hard to execute, I guess. Okay, 3 a.m. open. And remove this. So when I want to check the stop map, I didn't check it yet. I don't know where we are in the stop map. We also have plus manipulation down here, if I'm not wrong. So it's pretty, like everything's aligning. So this area, it's going to be one to be aware of into looking for longs. That's really important. Uh, Nothing here. See, even he gives us a short. Yeah, like for me to consider short towards this, at least we need to tap into this 15-minute gap here. Exactly, yeah. But if we get a quick move down here and then look for longs down here, I would also be happy. Good morning. Good morning. Once more. What up? What up? It's going good. It's going perfect so far. Having fun. Also finding time to work. Just have a few things to work on, but overall crazy. Now from now on, I need to do one of these trips, like one one trip like this every year. Because you disconnect so much from your day-to-day life. What's the next destination? Nah. After this, I'm going home because as much as I enjoy being outside, like away from my home, I do enjoy so much my normal life, my house, my car. Like I really want to go back to drive my car again. Um, but yeah, I want to stay home for a while, and then maybe, I mean, for the next holidays, probably it's going to be Miami at some point for the coming months to go visit Alex and spend some time over there. I have a Mercedes, an E-Class. I should trade with the model from Alex. GG. When, but um, Jason doing New York. Yeah, I'm in Thailand. Yeah. No, I mean I don't have the Mercedes in Thailand. I have it back home. Like here on the island, I have like a small bike, like a crappy bike to move around. This is French. No, I don't speak French. Ooh, in Bali. Yeah, I want to go to Bali some like one day. I have to go because there's many people here in the same island that I'm in that tell me that Bali is really also really nice. Sweep 1 hour, 5 minutes CSD. I know, but I don't know if I want to long this right away from here. That's the truth. I mean, it is true that the liquidity sweep here is clean and also the displacement is clean. I don't know if I want to take the shot here and move through the 15-minute gap. How's the weather? Insane. It's just extremely warm. Like you cannot even go to the beach, like swim at the beach because like the water is like extremely warm. Like it feels really weird going into the water here. Same for the pools. Like you don't want to get into a pool during the daytime because it's just extremely hot. Bro, I think, Slick, that all of these places, they're crowded as fuck. Like here in the island, there's so many people also. Like 80% of the people, they're foreigners like me. Like they're not from here. Yeah, I've seen so many people that rented bikes and just moved around Indonesia, Thailand. But the thing is that with like my lifestyle, my work thing, like the streamings and everything, I just feel like I could not do this at the same time I'm working. Like I need to be settled in one place to actually have a good connection and be able to follow the scheduled streams and the work that I have to do and everything. But for a holiday where I don't have to work, it's something that I would like to do. Yeah, here the roads like they're crowded, but it's not like actually hard to drive through the island. It's pretty easy. It's just that the vibes are extremely crappy. Like it's insane. Yesterday in Asia session, you left some smooth edges that remain intact. Are you still considering them? I think I might consider them, but so at this point, it's more like of a high time frame thing, rather than something that I want to see happen during the day. So it means that it is something that I would look like to be taken during the week as a high time frame draw, rather than something for a daily draw. Because if you add to that, it looks like we would test the February on Monday. That was confirmed yesterday. I think the news will be buried. What do you think? Because if you add that, it looks like we will touch the February gap of one day. That was confirmed yesterday. Uh, but if we tap the 1 day gap, it is to the upside, right? So it would make sense that we go to the upside, I guess. I'm in Kotao, like close to Koh Samui and Kopangan. Okay, we tap the 15-minute gap here. I guess if we manage to go lower, if I want to take this as a short, then how's the trade going to look like? Yeah, I guess we can take this if we manage to close below. That's the high time frame point of interest, 15-minute gap. So that would be the breaker here. Perfect. This so we see the fair value gap. A minute. And the only thing of why I'm looking for a short is that I really want to see it. And you go into the daily fair value gap, hourly gap, plus manipulation on the stop map. Like the only way for me to get into longs is if we go here. That's the thing. Why not NQ dropping into the daily fair value gap? Come on. Yeah. What is crude oil doing? Going higher, but there's no way I can get into long here. Gold. I don't want to touch gold by no means. Longer previous day low. Yeah, I don't know. That's the whole idea. We have previous day low. Uh, we have previous day low, daily fair value gap. We also have plus manipulation, daily plus manipulation, just not with the fair value gap. So I think that's going to be an area where we can bounce pretty hard. Okay, let's see. We can close below here and we play the short here. Yeah, because I think if we break the structure here, like if we close below this low, that 303 low, I think we're going lower into the daily fair value gap. As always, moving really slow. 5 minutes, 10, 1. How many attempts do you give yourself each setup? Usually no more than 2 attempts. Like I can be okay with like being taken out, I don't know, on my stop loss for like a couple ticks and then seeing price move like towards my direction, then I would get it like I want to enter again. Some like that's the way I do it, but like if it the exact same setup, it's just a couple attempts to the overall context or bias towards like one direction. Yeah, I think a couple, three. Like yesterday I took a loss. Then we saw a trade that had also that made sense also that I didn't take. Uh, even though I should have taken because it was like it made really much sense and um, it was towards like my bias and everything. And then I tried again with one 5 minute breaker that showed up after we closed stream. Yeah, the last trade that we framed yesterday, it would it rallied like it rallied really hard to the upside. It was crazy. Okay, so far not moving, not going anywhere. We tapped in the 15-minute gap again. Um, just waiting. Not much we can do here. Again, if we're still close below here, I think I'm gonna attempt a short. But for now, just patience. It's true that the 1 hour, like we swept the 1 hour low, the previous 1 hour low, and we might form here a possible swing to go higher. But ideally, I really want to see some high time frame, something, fair value gap swing, whatever, um, to actually commit to a trade. Maybe we can sweep again this high. Let's see, and then this one will be gone. And then we have this. So far, I don't know why it feels like it wants to go higher. It's holding. We had 1 hour for value gap, but it's just so high up there. But okay, we swept this again. That would be the short position now. So why would be something like this? This is going to be a risky trade if I take it. That's for sure. Yeah, that's going to be a way much better entry. Let's see if we can close below here. I mean, I think it's risky anyway. It's like the breaker is small enough. No closure, whatever. Same thing. New 30-minute gap, true. What's happening to London session lately? I don't know. It just like 90%, 80% of the session is just straight bad price action. And all of a sudden we maybe have something that we can take and we get the move. But overall, really hard to trade. Like not really hard to trade. I think really hard to go through and actually take something. Just wait for on for sure, crazy. You know, that's the thing. Hand session for me was ugly. True, true. I think it was New York was worse than London, maybe, in my opinion. Just wait for on for sure. Yeah, 4 a.m. is usually the go during London session. That 1 hour can opening is extremely better than 3 a.m. Good morning, Ed. Another thing is, I usually want to see displacement through the breaker as quick as possible with this chop here inside the breaker. You check yes. Oh yeah, this is way weaker. We also tapped into this everybody gap here, the 15 minute. Then on the 1 minute, good morning and wine. Let's see if we can drop from here. If we bounce from here again, it's going to be crazy. I think the good part about this is that we have, at least we're not getting like induced into shorting or getting into position. Like we have no confirmation, we just don't execute. At least we're not getting a closure to then do the same thing, like call it a closure below here, get into the trade, and then price starts moving weird. At least we're not risking anything here. Just mental capital, basically, waiting for the thing to happen. This Asia session moving nicely. True, true. I've seen so many people trade the new day opening lately. I mean, looks like we're gonna have now the closure below here. Morning, Trey. Truth here is I want to take this. I guess I'm gonna take it with low risk. With 1 minute and go break even as soon as we sweep these lows here, maybe. Of course, now what's gonna happen is that I'm not gonna get an entry as usual, but whatever. Okay, bye. Yeah, let's sell this and see if we can move lower. I mean, for now, it's just complete chop. Like that's, let's be honest. This opening, like so far, the session is just complete range. I'm just really looking forward to go down here. So that's actually more like what I'm playing here, not like the breaker or the breaker setup itself. I'm trying to play more the higher time frame thing of us going lower. The truth is NQ is the one stronger here, rather than ES, but whatever. Now, again, talking about break-evens, I think the wise thing to do is on a sweep or a closure, depending on like what you guys prefer. This would be the break-even point. The point. So if we can get a closure below here, for me, it's a break-even. And if we manage to get break-even, it's going to be a risk-free trade, I guess. YM really holding the trio. Let's see YM. This thing. It's always YM, the one doing weird things. Get it. Any SMTs? Yeah, because yes, swept low at 313. And then QT also. Still had the 303 one. 303. We already had the SMT long before. Let's see if we can get the push through the break-even point. They're even if I gap now. Yeah. Right over there. Okay, we tap the entry again. Let's see if we can hold or this goes to the stop loss. Do you classify your trades ABC setups? I don't actually do it. Like I think about it. Like when it comes to defining the risk, obviously I think if this is like a really good trade or not. This is probably not a really, really good trade, if I must say it. That's why I'm also risking low. Like I'm going low risk on this. I think the risk with one mini here is just 240. I don't actually classify them like in a hard way, but I do think about the trade as a whole thing before defining the risk that I'm gonna go with. You copy trade accounts? I did. Right now, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it because, I think I said it. I'm trying to be not too exposed to the market lately. Like I'm trying to play it safe because the past few months for me have not been like the best. So I'm trying to just reduce my risk as possible. And usually, I don't know why, my best months are usually by the end of the year. And usually at the start of the year, I tend to do worse. And so far, it's been this way. I mean, the trade right here is it's looking really ugly. Like it really looks like we're gonna go for another sweep higher. I mean, yeah, this is not a good, like, this is not definitely not an A trade or a B trade. This is something that I'm trying to catch because I really want to see price going into the daily fair value gap lower. That's the truth. Like the breaker setup here itself is like not a good one. Probably you're right, Andres. Like this chop around here. Uh, Again, it happened the same thing as yesterday that I wanted to go break even on a sweep or a close below here, and I didn't get it. So that way here, I would have been out break even. Anyway, there's still too much session. It's just 200 down. It's something easy to cover again with a good trade. For now, it's just complete chop. What Kuro is doing much. Yeah, same way. Like as today, like I missed the break-even point for nothing. Now it's going lower. And what happened here? Yes, they take the high. We created the SMT right there. We have an SMT here. Very minutes for a gap. Yeah. Let's see if we get to the 30-minute gap here. Which is basically that high. Two half. Nothing. Gonna remove this because it's gone. Gonna remove the SMT because you're gonna get rid of it now. Patience, patience. Just you need to wait for the right thing. You also trade the 3-minute time frame. I pretty much never trade the 3-minute. Do you, Chishan? I think you told me that you traded the 3-minute. One day I want to see you trade the 30 seconds. It's not much different than what I do now, but just looking for the 30 seconds. And also, like London session probably is not the best session to trade the 30 seconds. The chart is not like the best. If I trade the 30 seconds, it's usually in New York. It goes slower. 1 minute and below is too fast for me. Yeah, makes sense. I'm just way used to trading the 1 minute. It's like my favorite time frame of them all. Like, yeah, also in New York. Like in New York, I think it's best. Like it's way better than London for the 1 minute. So we're gonna talk the 30-minute fair value gap. Sandy, you're gonna get it. The 30 minutes of gap. Nice, nice, nice. Ooh. Oh, been a while since New York is that ugly. Oof. We're still holding this area. One hour? Where's the 1 hour about gap? That's also short. That's just way up. Are you still in? There's like you had that stop loss at the high? and key weakest, and YM being strongest as overnight lately. Yeah. The crazy thing about YM is that when YM gives a move, it's an extremely strong move. We didn't check news today. Do we have news? Hell no. We have. This Tuesday. No, we don't have anything. We have news tomorrow. We had another sweep. If you press Y, take it. I think we are in the same spot as before. Like, do you remember the thing that, like, what do I use as a breaker? Like this? Mhm. Like, talking about the same thing as before, like the trade looks same thing as before. Like, not like an extremely great trade, I guess. The criteria is just the same. It's swept 15-minute high inside the 15-minute fair value gap lower. Like, it makes sense. It's just the way price is moving, what I'm not liking. Exactly. Gotta write it. But yeah, at this point, probably it's just better to wait for 4M and see if 4M gives us something. 1 hour fair value gap now. Do we have? Oh, cease. You want us to see price go to the 1 hour fair value gap higher, Sandy? That's what you're saying? I mean, I don't mind. I just don't want to wait for it to happen. How far is it from yes? Nice, it's quite far yet. Like, it's still. Ooh, Andres going for it. Let's go. One of the things I really like from like doing these interactive streams and everything is I really want to also see your view in the market. Not because I want to like take anything from like your ideas, but I just like to see what you guys think of the market, what you guys are doing, what you guys are taking or not taking, and why, you know. Yeah, for me, it's a no long for now also. It's more like a bearish sentiment that I have for now till we get into the daily fair value gap below and previous day low. Now we're going to get closure here, and I might need to think if I want to take this or not. That's going to be the second shot into this idea. I mean, this one is way stronger. Like we are going through the breaker for now uh, with a more directional bias, that's for sure. Like with more directional move, sorry. This one was a straight chop. To be honest, if I miss the move down, I don't really care that much because I'm going to be waiting for a long move lower here. So my favorite time to trade probably between 9:30, 10:30. That's my favorite. No, 9:30 to 11:30. That's my favorite time to trade. I think it's where my most like my winner, my best win rate comes from. And key about to close this short. Yes. I might give a shot again to this one. 100. Rethinking about it. No, I think I'm just gonna wait for the previous low if we actually want to get this move down. I'm not in this, guys, by the way. Like, you didn't see anything on the right. I'm not in this. What I want to see from 4 a.m. is this just move lower and then end up going higher. I previous day low. I really want to see. Yeah, I mean, we are stuck into this range. Like we have this small range here, and we're just moving inside this range. Is this what it is? Like I think if anyone's looking for short, I think it's okay. Like I really like the shorts. If I didn't have the loss previous to this one, probably I would be in this trade. But since my bias like I want to see a long happening down there, I just prefer to not waste another shot here, trying to be right on the idea that we are gonna go lower from here, whatever, whatever. Maze on this trade, even it looks good. Like we have 15-minute sweep into the 15-minute fair value gap, 1 minute breaker. Like it looks decent enough. Uh, the previous loss is just conditioning me to not waste another shot and save the shot for the long that I'm really looking forward, the one that I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna have a really conviction on that trade. Yeah, usually the number is two. That's what I'm trying to aim for. I try to not like take more than two trades. And if I take two more, like more than two trades, uh, there has to be a really good reason of why I should take that third trade, like something that really pops my mind and my eye really hard that I cannot miss, like something that really fits the model perfectly. Hello, hello, Anthony. Oh, an SPA. Yeah, we got a loss already here, trying to short this thing into the previous day low, plus fair value gap. No luck. Price action seems to be stuck. Really, really stuck. Hmm. Bro, if we start moving higher again, it's gonna be crazy. Because like if at least we've taken this lows here, it would make so much sense. At least I don't know. It would make sense that we move higher after taking this liquidity here. But we didn't even take these lows here. That's becoming a really good smooth edges for another short at some point. One more profitable day and I get my next payout, or should I blow the account? I don't know. We can let chat decide what you're gonna do next, Anthony. What should Anthony do? Did you actually get filled right here, Andres? If so, that's crazy reaction of your entry. Just blow it. Fuck the payout. If yes goes to 200, I'll be done for the day. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? 200 again. Oh. Sorry, guys. Okay, 1 minute to go for 4 a.m. Let's see. Let's pray together so we get, um, I don't know, something at 4. Okay, 4 a.m. open. Do you trade PSPs? I don't actually. Let's see if we can keep going lower. Price come back to my entry. Fair enough. See if we can get there now. Mm. Let's see if we can get the push lower. I want to see the previous day low take in. Okay, it looks like we're gonna get there. When do you move break even? I'm not in this trade, but I usually move break even when I'm like when we take some sort of liquidity along the move down, you know? Getting close. You did, no, I didn't. I didn't take the short. I said it. Like given the fact that I took a loss here previously, like attempting the same short, I prefer like I wanted to prefer to save another shot to be able to long rather than chase the short again. Like I really wanted to see the short. It just didn't happen at the moment that I thought it was gonna happen. So let's see. We can tap previously low. It's gone. 4 a.m. again. Did it? Gave the move. Yeah, yeah, it did. It did. It really handed stops and fucked around for a while until it decided to make the move. Okay, now we saw a previous hourly low, still waiting for previous day low to tap here, plus the fair value gap. I think if we can get there, we can we're gonna be able to frame some longs, most likely. Now, what would be nice is that we leave some upside candles here for a possible break here to the upside. Please take previous day low. No, I did not take it. I took the short here. Like I took a short from here and I got stopped out right here. And I decided to not take this trade because I already had a loss here. So I prefer to just wait, miss the move whenever it had to happen, and try to long from the daily fair value gap and previous day low. That's it. That was my idea. That would be the ideal range to be there in the sweep and break structure for longs. Yep. Let's see if we can now move lower and use this 409 1 minute candle for the breaker to the upside. That would be perfect. We swept this 4 hour low also here. So let's see if we can get the push now lower. We're gonna start removing this, this, and this, and this. Boom, boom. Let's see if we can have this happen. That's my ideal scenario for what's coming. See if we can make it happen. The 2 hour fits into these highs. Yeah, that's a good break here. I think if we can get the move lower, that's what I really want to take. Ooh, we need to take previous day low. That's the only condition here. Remove this for now. It's taking so long. Damn, crude oil, non-stop going higher. Gold going lower. Okay, new 15-minute about to open. Let's see if we can like move lower with the new 15-minute opening. We sweep previous day, a previous 15-minute candle. Tap into the higher time frame areas and see if we can move higher from there. Wow, we're gonna start moving higher off of this 4-hour low. Wow. Hourly sweep also. And maybe we should just long without without waiting for the fair value gap. We can really run higher without taking the fair value gap here. Five-minute break. In long since that green doji, this one here, 413. Please. It doesn't give me even, it's 1.7. Would you take that for risk? The question. No, I would take it for risk if we tapped into the daily fair value gap, you know. This is letting the Devil's Mark in the 15-minute position. This goes back again. I don't see the Devil's Mark on NQ. It is on MNQ, not NQ, right? Yeah. For him, did basically the same thing yesterday, where it opened, it went down. We took something, like we had to move down at 4, and then we started moving higher like crazy. The thinking here is I want to get this on the 5. Breaker clock. That's possible for about gap. Not yet confirmed. Minutes. Like if I get a closure about this break, yeah, I might think of shooting here the shot. So while we wait, And I see that there's a bunch of people here watching me or watching us through X, Twitter. Make sure to not like lose any stream. Make sure to just subscribe to the YouTube channel and make sure to watch the streams through the YouTube channel, because like I would love to interact with you guys over here, like in YouTube. The only downside about the X streams and the other platform streams is that I cannot see you guys. We cannot talk to each other, and I'm sure you can enjoy it. And also, we're gonna work on something really cool for YouTube streams, for the YouTube streams, for the people that interact in the YouTube stream. So I encourage you to come over here and have fun with us. Okay, we close this and we left fair value gap. I mean, I know, Jason, you're here, and I know some of you guys that you're always here. Andreas, KP, uh, one more, um, Uni. Then so like the ones that you're always active in chat, I know you're always here. Anthony also getting ripped by gold. Yeah, no, I was saying that you guys are always here in the chat, Uni. There's always neither. You're always around here. So that's also the fun part of the streams. Like we can talk to each other. Hey guys, hit like you go on the stream, but just like come on. Thank you, Uni. And yeah, as we wait for this breaker to confirm or like not confirm, make sure to, as Andres just said in the chat, to make sure to like the stream. That will help. It is a metric that we like to check just to see if how the streams are going. So it's useful for us if you guys give it a like. Okay, it's going higher. Let's see, 3 minutes to go to this 1 minute, to this 5 minute candle. Let's see if we can close above. Okay, let's see if we can close. We're still like the 15-minute gap still doing its thing, holding here. I just removed it because I thought not going to be useful anymore, but there it goes. It's a 15-minute gap that we are trying to go through. So, it looks like the 5 minute is going higher. Let's see if in the coming minute we can get a closure above, and then I'm gonna try and get it a shot. Like get the shot here. Yeah, I'm trying to go long here. I'm waiting 34 more seconds for this 5 minute candle to close. If we close above, I'm going to set my limits in. My take profit is going to be to this highs, aligning with this 1 hour fair value gap. I still think that we might want to go for the daily fair value gap below. 15. 5, 4, gonna get limited already by, okay, and it makes the big push right before. I do use Instagram also. Same username at Juno Trading. Ooh, so sad. The way it closed way higher than when I wanted to. Because like now it's far from my entry. Johnny, yeah, I use Instagram as I said. Same username at Juno Trading. I don't use it that much. I sometimes post trade breakdowns. When our CVSMT did it, yes, take it. Oh, thank you, Uni. Waiting on this and see if I can get filled or not. Yeah, dropping gold, trying to go higher. Q. I don't get an entry here and it goes higher, I'm going to be quite unlucky today. That's for sure. Do you still believe price will tap into the day fair value gap? Ideally, I think so. Yeah. Like I wouldn't mind that if now we go higher, tap the 1 hour, and then keep going lower. Like not necessarily the 1 hour, but find something higher to then go lower and then create a new low and during New York session, get the move higher instead of just having the move higher on London session. Like I wouldn't be surprised if that happens. Like how many times we had like a good London session, like a bullish London session, to then completely see price fall below. This 5 minutes holding extremely, like it held extremely well. Now I have this fair value arc here, also the 5 minute. Just gonna hold this 5 minute. Mm. And you say this supposed to be, so I'm not taking it. I mean, usually trading the 5 minute and 1 minute, it's not usually the case where we have an extremely big stop loss. It's usually the other way around, where we usually have small breakers, so high stop losses, and then I need to find a way to widen the stop loss a bit. But yeah, there's some situations where I can find the breaker just too big, and then I usually then go for a lower time frame and try to look for something on the lower time frame. But yeah, there's cases where it is that way. So it looks like the 5 minute fair value gap is gonna hold. So no entry on this 5 minute breaker trade. Did you trade anything not ICT? Not really. Like I just trade. I think my system just revolves on on a few concepts from ICT. Like I don't mind applying anything related like outside ICT. Like it's not like I'm a fanboy or something like this where I think that anything besides ICT is just trash. I don't think so. Order flow, like it would be really nice. I think I could be able to find some like different synergies between order flow and the way that the my model. Like I think I could find synergies. I just didn't have the time to explore into that. I'm from Spain. I'm from a city close to Barcelona, like 1 hour away. Right now I'm in Thailand, but I'm from Spain and I live in Spain. Will Atletico beat Arsenal? To be honest, I wish, but I'm not too sure. The truth is, I don't follow football too much. I just know, like, I just follow the overall like situation. But I don't see the matches usually. But I wish Atletico beat Arsenal. That would be nice. Again, for everyone watching us from Twitter, X, you guys are welcome into the YouTube chat also, because that's the only chat that I'm checking. Is we have 100 people watching us through Twitter right now and close to 80 from YouTube. So guys from X, come over here, let's chat. Yeah, let's see if we can get an entry here. We can move lower. Time is it? I just completely lost track of time. We've been streaming for close to 2 hours now already. I just want to see if we get entry so we can see how the trade gets into the entry limit. Run it for a few minutes and see where the trade is heading, and I think we are gonna call it a day. Not the best session, that's for sure. I think the move short was not like clean enough. This London wasn't too boring. You lost track of time. I guess. I guess it was not too boring. I mean, it's not boring when you guys are active on chat. That's the truth. Like you make it easier when nothing's happening on chart and we cannot like talk too much about what we're seeing. It's like it's just a matter of waiting about what we think is gonna happen. So you guys make it way easier to keep up with the stream. That's also why I'm encouraging people that are watching the stream through Twitter to come over here to YouTube, because that way we can make it more entertaining for everyone. No entry yet on this trade. What is ES doing? What is ES doing? Same spot. ES holding the 5-minute theoretical gap way better than NQ. No entry yet. We're about to get the entry. We didn't. We got the entry finally. Now let's see if we can hold this area and move higher. Again, I don't think we're going to see this trade go to either take profit or stop loss together. That's the truth, because we don't have time. Like the time is running out for the stream. So I'm gonna update on whatever the outcome is, probably on my X page. We're gonna keep up with the stream for like a few minutes, guys. See how this goes, and we're gonna call it a day. We closed slightly below the 5-minute fair value gap. That's a bit of a not too good of a thing. Let's see if we can make it whole here. Like this 15 minute gap is just so long. Like there's no way we like this does anything to the trade idea, I think. Uh, we opened a new 15-minute candle, so we swept previous 15-minute low. So let's see if we can push higher from here after sweeping the previous 15-minute low. That's the reaction I wanted to see. Let's see if we can keep up with it. Yeah, we can stop hanging around the entry and see push higher. You normally trade until 8, not the stream, but not on trading day. I mean, the truth is, when I'm streaming, I usually trade more. Like probably myself, like trading by myself after this loss, I would have just completely closed the charge. Some fading the no uni. Why? You're going short. Target mine will probably be humble. I don't know. You don't know. I don't know. Let's just see. I could be wrong. Like, to be honest, I would have more conviction in this trade if we tapped into previous day low. That's for sure. Like my reason for the long is just following up with this 4 hours low being taken, the 1 hour previous 1 hour here being swept, and then closing off the breaker, and like going for like my take profit being at this 1 hour fair value gap. like the thing, the most important part like here for me is to close above this previous 15-minute low. That's for me the most important part for this trade right now. Low. How long for the 15-minute to close? 8 minutes. Okay. Let's see if we can start running higher from here, please. Again, just waiting for the 15-minute to close and see if we can close off the previous 15-minute high low. Right. So as I was saying, we are probably not going to be able to see this trade outcome through like during the stream, because probably we're going to close stream in the coming minutes. But as I always like to do or say when we're going through the trade is where I would suggest like, or I would think myself to move to break even on this trade. And right here, since like in this price, like here, where I would move break even would be doing like at this high, and that's pretty much the take profit area. Here we're going to use the current price, the one that we are forming, and I would use this high, a closure above this high, given point close above. That would be pretty much the area where I wanted to go break even when we had a closure above. Okay. So yeah, as I was saying, I think we're gonna end the stream now. It's been close to 2 hours and something. We've had a short that I missed, that I got stopped out, and now we are playing this long on the 5 minute and see how the outcome, like how the trade goes. Anyone has any question before I move on? Like we move on for the session today. Anything that you wanna, guys, that you guys want to discuss? Thank you, Uni. Thank you for stopping by once more, and good luck for your trade. If there's no questions, nothing to be said, we're gonna see each other tomorrow. I'm gonna stream London session for the rest of the week, same time every day. Thank you so much once more for stopping by to another great and sometimes boring London session. Thank you, Andres. Thank you, guys. See you tomorrow. Bye.